That Janus is back there as well. And when Surefour is looking at the front, they actually have Bishu in the back, who's just monitoring where Janus is.
Oh, great timing from Surefour. He grapples across, seemingly unaware of the fact that Janus was about to come for him. Just at the right time, he gets away. But now the collapse onto the point. So NYXL finally feel like they've been able to outmaneuver the Gladiators to some degree. Saebyeolbe now gets to hit the ground, running literally, and Janus is in there. Big Goose and Bishu fall to his hand, and even the Fortifier Fisher won't keep him alive. That's NYXL. XL marks the spot here on point A. Takes them, though, about 2.5 minutes.
That was a pretty solid defense there from the Gladiators. They'll have both of their support ults for this next attack. But you allow New York to be the aggressor and get on the point.
To try and resurrect that one, but it's hard to get close. The corpse is being camped out by Fisher right now. He's not allowing the Mercy to get close enough. Meko also taking a lot of pressure. The focus fire on towards the Divas, making it hard for him to stay around in the fight. Libero Dragon Blade, it's gotta be now, but the Transcendence is making it life so hard. And inside of it, Big Goose gets the resurrect on hydration. The Junkrat's back, the big damage dealer. The heavy hitters have returned to the fray for the Gladiators now. Saebyeolbe's forced into a recall, and Meko is de-Meko'd on that low ground, trying to make his way back. It's gonna be very difficult now with the Bunny Blaster. Janus sets himself up on the point, but it's just him. Meko tried to escape, but Fisher hunted him down. The Gladiators get the hold on point B. That's a thing. They have to try and dive on the middle. That's a Dragon Blade, but he won't have a chance to use it. It's going to be a remote mine thrown straight towards hydration. He'll put it in his pocket. He'll take one for the team, and we'll see when he come back. Janus is low, but he drops away. JjoNak hasn't had to use his Transcendence yet.
This is a must-win fight for the Gladiators, though. They use both support ultimates here. They're actually able to get rid of Libero and Janus. As JjoNak with 3 HP does have Transcendence to use if they want to invest it into the fight.
That makes you wonder why I didn't use it earlier though, but now they're starting to hang on a little bit better. Transcendence comes in late in the day when Shaz of course doesn't have his available. This is going to give the NYXL a big leg up in this fight, but the Dragon Blade has returned to the battle. The remote mine found him the first time, but hydration gets 2. Both supports are down. Now all the Gladiators need to do is lean into this a little bit further. Riptide doesn't claim a foe, but Saebyeolbe's down to hydration. 3 kills for the Gladiators Genji in this fight. And looking pretty comfortable now. Meko is still healthy. Libero is hiding in that low room there, just trying to bait someone to come in and try and chase him. And you see that Bishu follows up very well for Fisher. Make sure that he's not taken down by explosives using that defense matrix. And the Gladiators keep themselves in this one. A very average attack to start with, Matt, but they come up with a result.
EMP here, I mean, that's kind of your last hope. You are the Gladiators. You'll probably get your Primal Rage. You may get Valkyrie here, depending on how much healing you can get off of that Primal Rage.
It's on the CMP, to be honest with you. Get rid of JjoNak, make sure he can't be pocketed and healed back into the fray. Hydration, at the EMP, it's a lot of people up with that one. Libero's down, Meka's also been removed from the fight. This could be the opening. Arc is hacked. He's trying to get back towards JjoNak, of course. Brothers in arms. We'll see if they can hang on now. It's a Discord orb thrown towards JjoNak, but they got it. They got it. They're on to the point. Doesn't see the need to employ it right now. It's been essentially a whitewash in terms of the kills. Surefour gets brought back to life and immediately is taken down by Janus this time. JjoNak now gives that extra healing via Transcendence. His players are being harassed on the point by Fisher. And JjoNak loves a bit of a stoush. He loves a bit of argy-bargy. And Pine's there to finish off the kill on Fisher. Bishu will be desuited. And that's about that.
Janus's flank that looked really weird for a while ends up paying off in a big way.
Is going to be chased down again by Bishu. But JjoNak, maybe he's the more juicy option here. Meko's in the mix just to try and protect everyone, and JjoNak still being pressured down. He's been removed. Fisher now in the Primal Rage is going to get right in the face of Janus. Looking around for other quarries to pursue. The payload isn't moving, so if you're looking at that constantly, don't want to risk the back cap, because Saebyeolbe has been lingering, as you can see, around this payload for the entire fight.
So it'll be a Riptire who takes out JjoNak. Not going to be able to res this up either, as Meko is demet. Surefour, the help of Fisher, will take out Animo. As you're going to have a self-destruct here to potentially thwart them away here at the gate. Saebyeolbe falls. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get a touch here. The Gladiators will stop NYXL from taking point B until it disappears. Then they're going to start to dive in. See Fisher go in. They know that Janus has spawned up. They get Animo as well.
No mercy remaining. JjoNak also missing. This could be the opening the Gladiators were looking for. Meko desuited. Saebyeolbe got hacked. He can't recall. Surefour was able just to sit on him. Looks like Saebyeolbe managed to get away, but for how long? That's the question. Meko's down. See Janus now being pressured with that Discord orb, forced to jump away. And the point now will begin to be captured as Janus could not survive on the retreat. Now Saebyeolbe remains close to the point, but I think he realizes he has to back away now. You can faintly see him there through that building. There it is. Checkpoint A done. Gladiators are good.
This is what you wanted to do.
Surefour forcing a couple players to stay very close to the payload at all times. What an angle from Pine! Beautiful shot! Shortfall's down, and I think trying to resurrect that one will be too hard. Hydration was down about 14 health before he tried to dive on the high ground.
Both support.
How is Fisher doing this, though? He's taking both JjoNak and Animo down, and they brought Hydration back into the fight. No one's better than Fisher. I can't believe that. He might be down now, but his impact will definitely be felt for the rest of this fight. Meko is one, but Bishu's opting to look for Janus damage at this stage. Meko has to run away. Can he escape? With a very small amount of health, he does. But Saebyeolbe is missing. Brought back to life by Animo, and now Meko is finally desuited, but Bishu also has to take a seat out. Now he's going to try and duel out with a Bunny Blaster. Saebyeolbe's back, and it looks like the Gladiators haven't been able to really strike that final blow here, Matt. Janus does get Pulse Bomb down. I think Meko, yeah, he's out of his mech. There's no real tank presence right now for the Gladiators. There's got to be an opening, got to be a Dragon Blade moment. Oh, before the healing came in, Meko went down. Nothing JjoNak could do to keep him alive, and Hydration doesn't care about your healing. Doesn't give a damn. Now Janus has to hang on his own. JjoNak is sitting well in the back line, but Chaz has rejoined the fight. 23 seconds remaining in the round, and no one's on the payload. Map 2. Los Angeles Gladiators entering halftime.
Can't just jump down here, right? A lot of these big bodies, as Animo gets pulled in, not able to stay alive for long.
Hydration saying, come at me, bro. Come and get tenderized. He's going to lay into them with a scrap gun, and the NYXL are trying to contest the point. They either get hooked in, or they got shot in the face by Hydration and Co. Now Fisher is down, and Mono has Primal. Full stall all the way here for the NYXL. They've actually removed Bishu. Pine's returning to the fray. There could be something in this fight.
They have to stay on the point, though, as overtime continues to run. Fisher will take Mono for a ride. Probably not the one that he wanted, as he goes flying off the side of the map. As NYXL will be able to swing the point in their favor. Pine does have Death Blossom here. You know what's interesting?
Big Goose now goes for the Valkyrie, gets that out of combat regeneration. Oh, I'm still shaking. Bishu now gets desuited, taken down. It's Shaz up on the high ground there. Notice the Miro trying to give a bit of a schlurf over towards the point, but the Winston bubble makes it a little bit harder. Now with the Transcenders, with the Gladiators already committed to this fight, they're in deep trouble.
Yeah, this is going to be very tough for the Gladiators to win. You'll have Bishu with a self-destruct, so can throw that up on the point. Maybe make something happen, but players dropping left and right for the Gladiators. NYXL comes back from 99% to 0.
Maps was just the ruse the whole time. NYXL will advance towards the point. They'll actually take it first here with Big Goose, just gets picked off by JjoNak and Pine, combining the flash connects. You must be demoralized as they're like Gladiators right now. That last round was pretty much yours for the taking. So we get the man a life raft. Like Super Mario Sunshine out here. Bishu's gonna get desuited. So does Meko though. He's actually removed from the fight. You see Mano was trying to create space now on the point with a shield. Let his team get in there. Shortfall almost goes down. Oh, mid-air Deadeye! Okay! They kill each other. Big Goose moves Pine backwards off the point. But as Saebyeolbe is starting to kick into gear. And that's it! NYXL keep themselves in this series when it looked like Big Hook, Meko, gonna pressure him down. Fisher may have lost that supercharger. They do need to respect this self-destruct. Oh, that was very lucky for Hydration. He's just hanging on to life. Ho coming in for Pine. What can he do? Nothing! Shaz coming in from behind. He goes for the supercharger, but Meko's actually got Shaz and Bishu's mech. Supercharger is down, so the damage is reduced, but Pine's back on his feet, and he's going to be very, very good in the cleanup situation late in this fight. Big Goose is trying to dart around the point there, and he brought Hydration back to life. Hydration dies immediately. Libero just drops a remote mine on him. Not a thing he could do. Big Goose and Shortfall trying to huddle together for warmth on the outside, but there ain't much of that where I'm from. Not at night anyway. And that'll be Shortfall down. And NYXL stay in this one.
NYXL, and one more fight will do it here. It'll be Shaz using Transcendence. New York doesn't use their Transcendence right away. They'll use it now. This will allow Animo to get a free res off on Libero.
Yeah, they needed Libero to come back. Arc was right there getting it done. Hydration down. Oh, that's a big self-destruct. Both supports to fall in that one, and that's the fight over already. Bishu, all he can do is try and stall for a brief period of time, but the spawn is so far away for the Gladiators that NYXL will have their crack at the final stage on this map. But that's why the Transcendence has now been pulled out. Fisher's hanging on. Mano being removed here. Very good fight. And there it is. Shortfall finally finds Pine. I saw that crouch. You can't hide that from me, Lane.
That was such a nice play self-destruct there from Bishu. He knows that New York likes to use Transcendence to allow their Mercy to get the resurrections off. As soon as they get Mono, he launches the self-destruct right at his body. Arc is going for the res. He gets it off, but you lose that Mercy. So it'll be Riptire that comes out from Libero from the spawn, trying to pick up anything. Not gonna get much.
Bishu actually runs into it and removes the tire with his little boop damage. Pine can't do a thing. And now we're into overtime. Perhaps Pine could even have waited a little bit there for Mano. We could have joined him on the payload, but Mano now has to do it on his own for the time being. And Shore4 is just sitting in between Mano and the rest of his team, picking off the supports. Fisher now plants his foot, and that will be the hold here. Los Angeles prevent New York from finishing the map now. Area's up now for our Widowmaker to get lots of damage. And of course, Shaz has switched off now. So it's only single DPS for the time being for the Gladiators. Shore4. Respect this. Oh, Bishu, okay. The D-suit on Meko, he was removed and they got rid of the supercharger. That's a good little trade. And there it is. JjoNak is down off the back of a couple of picks. Both of them created by Shore4. The Gladiators can just snowball that fight out of control without really much effort.
NY, they'll have JjoNak play Zed. Is there Steve?
Block here, and he's done an excellent job of keeping Meko out of the picture. Libero wants to drop in a Riptire. Where does this go? Oh no, it's Big Goose! He's down! Over on the point, it was Meko with the self-destruct on Bishu's mech. Hydration has to save the day now with the Dragon Blade, but he's got no good targets. He can't dash. He's got to walk at them here. That's not what he wants at all. He goes down to JjoNak, as you would expect to happen. Not ideal. 15 seconds left in the round.
An EMP from Shore4 is just a second too late because you actually have the self-destruct from Meko go off right before it. As the Gladiators do pick up some kills though here, they're going to be able to push this. It's just JjoNak alive. They will take point B.
Taken down, he's used the Primal Rage. That's why he's going to be able to stay alive. And Libero snuck his way up to the high ground. Remove Bishu's mech. Hydration has a reflect available, but he doesn't really want to stick out and use it. Pine's ultimate duration is longer than his deflect, but now it's time to fight. This is where the rubber hits the road. It's got to be now or never. It's got to be Hydration with the Dragon Blade. He's chasing. He wants JjoNak. He gets him with the slash and then returns to the payload. He can't cut through Meko now, who runs away. Pine's removed. Massive hack over on the point. Both Pine and Meko are hacked up and will be desuited now. But Bishu's been removed out of the Mini Diva. Big Goose now falling. This is not good for the Gladiators. They need the players here. Shore4 and Hydration are both missing, but Shaz has come back to the point on that Tracer now. What can he do? He found Pine. That's the first big kill, but Fisher goes down to Arc and Shaz is removed, and that's it! It's a map 5! The reverse sweep, well underway, and it all ends on control. Mano trying to go for an Earth Shatter there. I think he actually got hooked midway through and couldn't connect it. Midway through the animation. Unbelievable. Fisher now has his to use though. Saebyeolbe, you gotta respect this, be careful. Meko desuited, Libero's Riptire gets eaten by Akshon yet again. Here's a charge, where's it going? Doesn't quite connect, but Fisher gets to close the gap the way he wanted to regardless. And the Gladiators take control. Now, on University. Yeah, dude, losing that Earth Shatter must be a mad, feels bad.
Let's take a look at this.
Is that what he's trying to do? Yep. Oh man! Them's the breaks!
It'll be Bishu who gets sent to the ground there as that Riptire now finally takes care of somebody. Hydration will die of the Doomfist coming back from the spawn.
It's all going wrong for the Gladiators. All their setup pretty much being taken apart. Staggered. Earthshatter. Fisher trying to save the day here, but he can't do it all on his own. JjoNak just stands behind him, and now the Coalescence is going to be thrown in the mix. Asher couldn't get much done. Libero starting to get far more action with the explosives towards the end of the round. And the New York Excelsior. You don't really want to see this because that number right now ticking up, that could be purple and black, but it's not.
See how long New York can keep this in their possession for, because when you have, Tracer and Moira there, these heroes that can just dart out and dart rock back, I think they'll be able to do it for a while.
It could actually be indefinite, man. This could go all round now. Luckily, the Gladiators are really starting to burst players down properly. They have given a third of the round to New York.
Well, it happened the other day in that Boston match.
12% and already has 11.
Yeah, just use EMP.
Yeah, he just used it, so it's not really an issue for him to switch back. He doesn't lose too much. The Gladiators must make their final stand here, and they must take control of this point. Otherwise, this series is over, and the reverse sweep will be a reality now. Mano playing in traffic for perhaps longer than he ought to. Meko going down. Now, who's on the point? It's going to be Asher there, Bishu and Fisher. So it's only really Asher and Fisher right now. Fisher has Primal Rage, but Asher's down. JjoNak just wrecks them, hoses them down. You probably heard that ad about 1,000 times right now, but that's exactly what he did. Saebyeolbe goes low, and we are in overtime now. Big Goose is trying to get back to the point, and Fisher's hanging on for dear life. That's it! Unbelievable! Really, come on! The reverse sweep for New York. And I'll be honest with you, Matt.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.